Hello folks, today another video on my Chinese diesel heater running on waste oil. On the first point, it's been running for roughly 100 hours, which makes approximately 20 liters of fuel, 20 liters of mix. So we've gotten way more successful than before. I'm going to show you the changes I made, as well as show you the clean out again, what's inside. Last night I had an EO8 failure. Yes, as you can see, I now routed a second tube under the car and over here to where the heated air is sucked in, so I'm not getting any of the exhaust smell that I've been getting before. As well, you might be able to see that the heater is at a slight angle like this. I'm going to show you the reason for this on the inside of the heater right now. So let me just position you properly. First I'm gonna put, oh wait, let me just take off this intake tube. It's just this warm air pipe stuff taped onto the lid here. It works flawlessly so far. Lid and take out the motherboard. On the top, because I want to be able to take this cap on the front off easily, I drilled some holes and put this metal thing in there, so I can just unplug it like this. So now let me put on my gloves. And then let's take the heater apart again. But I have to admit, 100 hours service interval, for me at least, is okay, because it's way better than dealing with it every day. I refitted the low gasket, and well, the exhaust tube doesn't look too bad, actually. Pretty good. Now, let me just take it apart for you. I tried to seal around these things because oil did spill out of it. And then ran along the heat exchanger, which produced quite an ugly smell inside the car. If you're interested in my car camping setup and how I did the electrical work and heating and whatever, just write me a comment. I will eventually try to make a video if there is enough request. I am living in the car since 4 months, maybe 5? No, 4 months. September, October, November, December. Yeah, so 5.5 months approximately. Over the fall and winter season. So far, I'm pretty happy with it, because I'm able to do pretty much whatever I want. So, it's the spinny thing. Oh, the bearings are kind of crusty, a little bit. In here so far, no big change, just the sealant all around. But now we get inside to the burn chamber. I'm not gonna take it out entirely because of the sealant. I don't want to lose it and redo it. It's quite a mess, but I'm going to try to show you best I can what I did and describe it to you. I have to recut these threads real quick here because they are pretty much full of gunk and rubbish. Well. You can see this part doesn't look too bad actually. Bit crusty. But therefore I'm just going to take the bin and stretch it off. Clean again. So now let's get to the main part, the burn chamber. As you can see, it's a bit different. You can look further in than before. That's because I cut the burn chamber in half and pounded this disc thing out. So I now have just a tube in there. This tube I welded a little flange around here, the bottom side, so the oil doesn't drain out too much. I did this on the rear end and on the fore end, so you got kind of like a what do you call it? A swamp where the oil sits, and yes, so it can boil on this point and just be evaporated more easily. Now let me just, and I put some mesh in on the entire length of this chamber now. Let me just get it out of here. It's pretty crusty. You can see the mesh kind of disintegrated a bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Lots and lots of this oil, chunky stuff. Right here, this is the yellow, brown, really hard kind of stuff. I also put in a homemade rubber gasket, because I think it's easier to seal it with rubber than with this hard sealing, because the material kind of will give you. And for those of you who are still asking, why the heck did he point the heater downwards a bit? Well, that's a pretty simple answer. because some of the oil actually gets over or through the weld and ends up in this cavity, which would then be thrown by the fan anywhere out of here, which I tried to steal but didn't really manage to, or somewhere else. So this is a huge mess. So I drilled a hole down there. Don't know if you're able to see it, but it leads to the exhaust tube. So if it is like this and oil puddles up in here, it just drains through this hole, through the exhaust, down into the pan, which is underneath the heater. And that way I'm able to expel off the waste oil that the heater puts out more easily. Now I'm gonna fill out the threads again. Take a tap and go in and out of them. Get all the crud out. Pretty gunky. This should have worked. Now I'm gonna get some new mesh. Here it is, just some box screen again. The amount I use differs from time to time. This is the length you need, the length of the entire burn chamber. And then you need enough to get around it once. Or rather, almost around it at once. Doesn't have to be perfect by any means. It's just to increase the surface area. If you guys have any idea or suggestions what I should try next with this here, besides burning other stuff, because I'm not willing to do something entirely new if I'm not completely done with this one topic already. So as you can see, the mesh is now lining the entire inside of the heater, so we can put this turbulence producer, let's call it like this, back in and screw it tight. Way better with these freshly cut threads. Just goes in there. I'm sorry for this long video, but due to time management issues, let's call it like this, I'm currently not able to edit my videos for a very long time, because I just don't have the time to do it. Not a lot to do besides a bit of YouTube, but I still wanted to get this video out to you, because I think it might help one or two guys on YouTube who are having the same issues or comparable ones. Just put the gasket back in there. This won't work. This gasket is short. I'm gonna get the other one. So back we go to the old hardstyle gasket. Well, it will work. Probably, hopefully, whatever. And now refit the screws. I will try to make a short video on the end, and we have started up right now. We will start it up right now, just so we see it working or not working. We'll see. Well, that's not a good sign. The fence is scrubbing on the inside. Something. Why is it doing this? He's scrubbing on this 10mm screw. So we will just attempt to take it out and leave it out. I don't think we're dependent on this screw. I have to punch it. to be alright. Like this. So I reassembled the heater. Sorry for this huge step in time, but I had to do something important. I reassembled the heater, I connected the fuel line, I primed the fuel line, and now we're gonna press start and you'll be there when it starts. As you can see, I'm not using any kind of exhaust. Oh, the fan is running. But we'll care about that later. Let's just see if it's a little light. I'm gonna put you down and have a look at the heater when it starts or doesn't. Let's see. The reason why I'm not using exhaust is because I'm feeding the oil down the exhaust port. So the oil collects in the exhaust port, gets thrown up in the air, and everything around the heater is got to be oily the next morning you get up. You don't want that. It's an absolute huge mess to clean up, especially on the car. Not saying that it happened, but it did. Oh, we shut down again, and we've got no arrow cord. That's weird. Let me unplug it real quick. Give it some juice, and we try the entire procedure. So sunny out, I can't really give you a view on the display. You can't see anything. Maybe like this, kind of. Yeah, maybe. Glow plug is on. Heat is turning. Yeah, now you can kind of see it. No fuel pump yet. There it goes. Oh, we got ignition. We have got ignition. As you can see, quite smoky. But no matter, I am sucking the fresh air from back there. Yeah. So I don't have a problem with exhaust fumes being expelled into the heater. The only part of the heater where it could suck is in this area. All around these creases, the side and the gasket on the in the middle or on there. It's all not a problem because it pressurizes from here up on there. So everything that could happen is that fresh air gets pushed out. It's never gonna suck in some exhaust fumes from this heater. That's the good thing about this kind of heater. Well, it seems to work. I'm gonna let it run for a bit. If I encounter any problems, I will tell you for sure. And if not, then thanks for watching my video again, and we will see each other in the next one. And remember, if you have any suggestions what I should do, just write them in the comments. I'm out.